Hey everybody, we're back with another video from Monet Rose. You guys, I just got off work. I'm really tired. But yeah, okay, so this video is going to be why I got my tattoo and like what it symbolizes. So I'm gonna pause this video and I'm gonna insert clips and pictures from Snapchat because the guy who did my tattoo was really nervous and didn't want me to vlog it. He was nervous that he would mess up on camera and the whole world would see. So I don't understand why my fro is not looking the way I want it to look. Okay, so I don't want y'all to see it yet. So I'm going to insert the things right now so that you guys can see it, and then I'm going to come back and finish talking. Did you guys like what you saw? Okay, so now let me scoop close so I can show you guys right now. LOL, it's hard to show you. Okay, you see it? Okay, so now I have to scoop back. Okay, so basically, my Auntie Tavy, she passed away, I want to say it was 8 years ago. I want to say it was 8 years. I don't know if that's actually right, but I do believe it was 8 years because I believe her daughter Kyla was 2 years old or 1 year old. So it was either 8 or 9 years ago. But this tattoo is very important to me. And she passed away. My Auntie Didi got a 34 tattooed on her because she was 34 years old. My mom got a 34 tattooed on her. And my Auntie Misha got 912 right here. And so I always said, after they all got their tattoos, I always said that I was going to get one too. Because my Auntie Tavy was like my ride or die. Like, nobody, I mean, no disrespect to my other aunts. It's just, I love my Auntie Tavy. Like, I have my own bond with each of my aunts. And when she died, it was like a really traumatic thing for me. I was with my best friend at the time. I was really young, and we had a sleepover, and my dad had called me, and he was like, Monet, I had to tell you something. And he was like crying and upset, and I was like, like, Daddy, what is it? What's wrong? And he's like, your Auntie Tavy just passed away. But my dad is a really big jokester, so I thought he was kidding. I was like, Daddy, stop playing. He was like, Monet, I wouldn't play about this. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna call Mommy. And so the girl whose house we were at, her mom called my mom. And they said that my mom sounded okay, that my mom was fine. So I was like, what? So I called my mom and I said, so-and-so's mom just talked to you and they said you were fine. So I don't understand. I was like, is Daddy just playing? Like, she was like, no, he's not playing. We didn't want to tell you yet. They wanted to sit me down and tell me because they knew how close we were. They didn't want my dad to call me. And it was really, really hard. And they said that she passed out at work. And by the time she made it to the hospital, you know, it was like she didn't make it. So it was a really, really difficult time. My mom ended up like leaving and going to New Jersey. That's where she lived, like right away, so they can get her funeral arrangements together. And I was here with my dad, and my dad, he knew how like upset I was, and so he was trying to figure out something to do. And I had been best friends with this girl named Brianna. Um, I'm gonna bleep. I just bleeped out her last name, so it's if you guys didn't hear her last name, that's why. I just bleeped it out. We had been best friends since we were really, really young, and so I went to her house, and she got my mind off of it for a little bit. But then reality sunk in, and I remember when we got to New Jersey, it was so many people at my grandmother's house. Like, it was crazy. Like, it's like all of my family on my mom's side was there. It was like everybody was there. And I just remember us eating good food and trying to, you know, like make a good time out of a really, really sad and tragic situation. We were waking up to get ready to go to the funeral, and everybody wore her favorite colors, teal and brown. And I remember at the funeral, as we walked up to like view her body, I can still see it in my head like clear as day. I just remember thinking that it didn't look that much like her. Like, I just remember thinking that she looked really different, but she still looked really pretty. And she looked really peaceful. And it was really, really hard to see because her daughter, okay, hold on. Okay, it was more unbearable for me because her daughter was sitting right there, and like at that time I was young, so I was doing a lot of like questioning of God. I was just trying to figure out why he would do something like that. But it happened, and so you know, we adjusted as a family. And I remember I used to call her phone number to listen to her voicemail, and then her number was given to somebody else. And so one day I called it, and somebody else answered the phone. And that's when I realized that I wasn't going to be able to hear her voice anymore. And it was hard. And this tattoo means the world to me. Like, when I was getting it, it hurt a lot. But no matter what, I knew I was going to get this tattoo because it's for her. And, like, all of this is for her. Like, she made me believe that no matter what, nobody could stop me. Like, her and my Auntie Didi and my Auntie Misha all had this theme song for me. And they used to sing this theme song for me growing up, and it was just hard. But when I got this tattoo, it was an amazing feeling because I knew that even though she was always going to be with me within my heart, she's always going to be with me now. And when people see it and people ask what it's about, I can honor her and say it's for her. Like, I was at work today and everybody kept asking me, like, oh my God, I like your tattoo. Like, what does the 912 stand for? And I was like, it's for my aunt, and she passed away, and that's her birthday. And everybody was like, I'm really sorry to hear that. And all I kept saying was, she was a really great woman. Because she was. She was a really great woman. And this tattoo is in remembrance of her. And so my dad was all like, I think you should get it somewhere else, you know, jobs and stuff. And I was like, no, I wanted it right here, this exact way. And it means so much to me to have it. It really does. So, that is the story behind my new tattoo. And, I want to say thank you all for watching, and, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Means a lot. And again, this was another video from Monet Rose, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.